So I actually have a Samsung TV, which, if you're paying attention to the interwebs, apparently it's not that it's proven that the CIA is spying on people through Samsungs, but it's been proven that they looked into the possibility, which is like,
Well, it
uh,
makes more sense than your microwave.
I guess it does. I mean, I do know that this thing, and I kind of was aware of it as I was buying it, and I bought it based on the stats of the screen and how good a picture I could get and how big a picture I could get without spending significantly more and blah, 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 blah. But one of the selling points I didn't care for was the fact that, oh, there's a camera, so you can like use gestures to control it. And I was like, I can guarantee you that's going to be a big pain in the ass that is not as good as it sounds. But no, it never really occurred to me that this would be a big deal. Now, I saw there's videos on YouTube or like clickbait videos telling you how to hide your web browser info now that like apparently it's okay to sell all of your personal data in America, yeah, for your web service providers. But there's also like complicated step-by-step instructions on how to stop the CIA from spying on you through your Samsung. None of
I
which
thought you
seem to
just
be.
needed a post-it note.
That's what I was gonna say. None of them seem to be just taking a bit of like gaffer tape and sticking it over the camera. We're low tech people, Zerf, which is why we let's play SNES games. Hey, folks, I'm the mysterious JG.
And I'm Zerfall.
I say this while I'm ready at any moment to click the square button to get rewards in my Mass Effect Andromeda game. In 40 minutes, I can collect research points that are being generated. Anyway. Yeah, this is not Mass Effect Andromeda. It is also not Zerfall's most current Let's Play per his channel, which is, I believe, Lifeline. His
Yes.
system. That's.
Hey, by the time this episode goes live, there might be some new stuff up there. You never know.
It could be, but we're exploring the ancient city of something. There's which has two sister cities we also have to explore, and we're trying to get some mystical stuff that I've kind of forgotten about. But tell you what, Zerf, why don't you verbally direct me on where the party should go?
Go to the bathroom.
The hallway, yes.
Oh, geez, we're ready to fight and lose a wooden doll.
What?
Go down the stairs.
Okay. Yes.
This control is better than Lifeline.
You know what? I'm kicking myself. I came up with a wacky zany let's pretend it's Lifeline, and then I couldn't remember anything she says other than yes. It's like there's all sorts of funny stuff she says to you that's wrong. I couldn't think of any of it. Sexy pose? No, that's something you say to her. Damn it.
What, like this?
Yes.
Yeah, it's these enemies. I'm finding so annoying just because of their.
Because they suck all this healing magic out of you every time, and now our healer's got no magic left because he's constantly having to heal everybody from one hit point.
And there's no way they're going to do a party wipe, but they might kill one of your guys and use up a wooden doll. Luckily, we're still full of all our wooden dolls.
Yep, because I went back and accidentally hit the Windows key because I went back and replayed it a little bit off screen to save that wooden doll, which. I maintain that might make the Gab-Far fight it might make a huge difference in the Gab-Far fight out of nowhere to suddenly have that.
It might. Do you know what? I really wish that this was one of those dungeons.
Open these things automatically. I thought we determined that.
Maybe only the top two open. I don't know.
Yes.
Use the red key.
Like this? What blue key? There's no blue key. Super, you found the magic urn.
Oh, you know who that's for? Probably.
I think it's a consumable item, but I don't know.
Really? I thought it was going to be like an armor item for Ernie. Like, finally he's got an urn.
Are you sure it's not a mate for Ernie?
Oh, maybe. Or just like a real doll.
No, defense plus 70. I think it is an item for Ernie. Yeah, it's obviously not Inferni, so why in the world would we be trying it with anyone else? After I open the treasure chest, super, you found the dragon armor. Well, none of our characters are dragons, so let's try it on our hero. He can wear it, and it does slightly increase his defense.
Nice. And he looks really cool with those giant shoulder pads.
It looks totally different now from the way he looked before. Just look at him. He's got like a whole new turban. Oh man, super high encounter rate. That's just what I was hoping for in this video.
At least it's not all slam dunks.
That's true. This seems like someplace we could spend the next 2 years searching around for frickin' passages. You see a button on the wall. Will you press it? Yes. Ooh.
Oh, so I bet you got to do these two first and then go into those holes where the... What's the point of this?
What's the point of this? What's going on here?
Why would they make extra exits that are just dead ends?
They're dicks. Well, at least they're all dead ends, so there's no reason to go through any of that.
Yep. So I suspect the water on the other side will do the same thing.
I suspect that as well.
They really like symmetry in these pyramids.
So they're like 4-sided, not 3-sided pyramids.
Yes. Although 3-sided pyramids have a symmetry of their own. It's just not as symmetrical.
Yes. Okay, well,
These treasures...
Can't run for these guys.
Hoping these treasures are worth it.
Oh.
They're going to be like some godly treats on one side, and the other side's going to be a magic drink. That's my guess.
I'm thinking there will be like a new upgraded armor for characters that we're never going to use again. Ooh, somebody leveled up. Oh, good, it's our actual magic user. Although, just for the hell of it, we'll let the avatar heal himself. Doctor, heal thyself.
You never know. We might use one of the other characters for like 2 battles after they get turned into...
Oh, that's true.
Someone genetically mutates. Oh, now I can wear an urn. I've genetically mutated into a guy stuck in an urn.
Yeah, but we won't be able to change their gear. I guess they stay that way for a battle or two.
Yeah.
Bring on the slide, bring on the funk. You know, a lot of these SNES era RPGs would give you enemies with, like, they would use these status ailment attacks on you. Like, oh, this enemy mutes your magic. And then... But it takes, like, 2 melee hits from any character at that point in the game to kill them. And muting your magic wears off after 1 battle. So it's like, what? Why? What's the point?
They're trying to use advanced level strats to take down someone that's stronger than them.
I guess so.
It just isn't working.
I know. I guess that's fair. If they mute you on the first turn and then heal, and then on the next turn they up their own defense and then they heal. Oh, we picked up a Wonder Ring.
That means we have 3 of them. Wonder Triplet powers activate.
Eventually, we need to get. Eventually, we need to try to reach a point where we've got like 10 Wonder Rings. We got one for each the finger and the thumbs.
Then we'll be able to take form of anything, not just water or animals or water animals.
After opening the treasure chest, nice. You found a magic half. Half and magic half. Well, whatever magic half is, we already had some. And we also had beast jacket and wet boomerang. So there's a lot of awesome shit that we got.
He couldn't find his way back from a wet boomerang.
It might be easier for you to find the magic half at Jap Zone than for me to find it, except that when you find it, you
This
won't know which
is-
road which description
Yeah.
corresponds.
I'm like, this is very debatable.
You might find the words magic half, whether you'll actually find the correct explanation.
It cuts MP usage in half is my best guess based on the things near it.
Well, that would make sense with the name. Wouldn't really feel like a good use of our time to go through all that to get it. Assuming
But
it
I mean,
lasts
it's going to
one
be really
battle.
good for, final boss battles if we have 4 of them. Or even 3, because one of our characters... Well, no. I guess Poyon, even though he doesn't use magic, does use magic.
The what?
We just rarely... He rarely uses magic, but he
That's
does actually.
That's not what you said.
doesn't really use magic, but he does, I guess.
Whatever.
He copies enemy skills, and for some reason it costs magic.
No, he's copying their magic skills. After opening the treasure chest, nice, you found a magic half. Well, there you go.
Oh, now we have a magic full.
Symmetry. And all this, if we actually figured out where we're going after, I guess we still haven't crossed this bridge and left this initial pyramid.
I have a feeling it's not going to be overly complex. I don't think it's like another continent that's so big and vast that you are going to easily get lost.
Oh, I didn't even think. I thought it was just going to be a dungeon. It really is like its own continent. Well, at times like this, it probably makes sense to scout around, so we should call for the help of one of our helpers. See if I can find the right one here. Oh, damn it, game! You haven't let me pull that gag off in like 60 videos!
It probably technically is still a dungeon.
Oh, this game...
If you can call Flappy, then they're BSing you. But maybe you can call the vampire, and if they do, then that means the game really does just think this is a dungeon.
Wouldn't let me call for...
We're on to your tricks, programmers.
We have a vampire? Since
Well,
when?
like a vampire ghost.
What the fuck are you talking about? Vampire ghost?
Dolan.
Dolan? Don't... Oh, okay.
He's got like a little vampire tooth.
He's a genie. He's got a turban on. He was... Okay.
The Avatar has a turban on too. He's not a genie.
No, but he's not a vampire.
Well, no, he hasn't been bit by a vampire and then killed and turned into a ghost.
Oh, so you want me to have a look-see around this place? Alrighty.
So yeah, we're technically in a dungeon.
So, apparently that's the end of where I'm allowed to travel to. Now I'm Russian. As opposed to Transylvanian.
There's extra stuff up there. Treasure chests on the world map the size of a house.
Houses on the world map the size of a treasure chest. It's kind of a neat little area, actually.
Oh, there's the way into the water.
I'm digging the design.
Don't fall off the edge of the earth.
Here there be dragons. Are you calling me back to the party's location?
Not exactly.
I suppose I'll just disappear for a while. If you need me, don't bother looking in any mirrors. That's fun people. Dee-doo. 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 I'm glad he focused.
It's actually a myth
now.
that you can't see vampires in mirrors because they just never look in mirrors because they know they look handsome.
I think I've already told you the story that Bobo told me about his co-worker who said, in all earnestness, did you know that it's a myth that vampires can't go out in the sun? And then, caught herself and just felt deeply ashamed. She'd been reading Twilight.
It's true.
I
Most
think.
people are thinking about people with albinism.
I'm hip to your jive game. I can see the... I hate these guys. Running away works. It's wonderful. I was about to bitch,
Well,
obviously, that running away never works, and then it worked, so...
But, I mean, worst case scenario, you try to run away and he slam dunks somebody and he was going to do that anyway, so...
Lost City Vernos. Beep boop, what may I do for you? What may I do for you? And now I know that forward is the only way my heart can go. Heal, buy, or exit. Well, healing would be good. And I will restore magic and health. But
Wow, we didn't even charge us 10 gold.
so you can only ask me to do one thing. Now I'm permanently disabled. What may I do for you? What may I do for you? I don't know. Suddenly I'm not a robot anymore. Welcome to the item shop. How may I help you?
I feel like we probably... Do we own a star knife already?
The star knife is a throwable item.
Yeah. But we don't... Well, I mean, we don't have anyone in our party who can throw things, so it's fun. Or can we throw it just anywhere in any
We're
time of battle?
completely incapable of throwing objects. We're actually pretty terrible. It's like none of us can quite wrap our heads around how to do this.
It's like a 3-year-old trying to throw a ball for the first time.
Whoa, it's a skull golem. It's a Zugaboo! That thing's pretty awesome, actually.
I mean, it's as a monster design, it's pretty cool. Its name's a little weird. Sugaboos are, of course, people who think that undead culture is superior to all other cultures.
I'm not sure what real-life term, if any, I'm thinking of, but Zugaboo sounds like it's racist against someone. I mean, are you getting that vibe? Am I crazy? Is this like?
It seems like it could. Maybe I'll Google this before we say his name so many times.
It's kind of close to some kind of ethnic slur. I'm just not sure. Now, Bobo and I are big fans of a not very well remembered wrestling league called AWF, which featured a character named Boogaloo Brown. Who was kind of a bit of a stereotype.
Well, when I typed in Zugaboo into Google, it was like, "Do you mean Bugaboo?" And I was like, "I don't know if I want to click this. It sounds like it might be something bad too." And it's strollers in the United States.
That's nice. Because you thought you were going to end up on like a watch list from the Southern Law Poverty Center's anti-racism, you know?
Yeah.
Picked up Ice Shield. What is this, Final Fantasy? Oh, it is Final Fantasy. It's the Earth Cave. We have like that stretch where you have one battle per screen.
Mm-hmm. But we're gonna level up so fast doing this.
Well, I would try to like go through I guess the Giant's Causeway, you could call it, in the Earth Cave of Final Fantasy 1, and it was like, no, there's actually way safer ways to level than trying to get through this. You encounter giants with every step stretch.
Oh man, in the original game, there's the Peninsula of Power in the first continent. If you walk to it, there's 2 squares where it counts as the next continent over. So if you walk back and forth on them, you can fight monsters that are way above your level. And if you manage to pull off one battle, you'll level up like 3 times.
You're talking like you're fighting like iguanas and stuff, and you're supposed to be fighting imps?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
I think I remember that.
It's just 2 squares because they drew maps like robots when it came to the enemy maps, so they couldn't. Someone was lazy and was like, everything's squares.
The world is square. Lupa. I never did figure out what a Kaizoku was supposed to be. I think they're serious. It's like 1 battle per step in this room. Like a whole legion of
It might be that there's like 1 safe way to walk, but who cares because we're not coming anywhere close to dying from this guy.
Maybe on the way back we start fighting groups of like 8 to 10 Zugaboos. Which still
No, it's actually it's just gonna be like little piles of skulls left over from when we beat them all up. No, they're still alive. They're kind of chomping at our ankles. You take 1 damage.
Either we're severely over-leveled, or this stretch of the game was not meant to be that tough, or both. They're not mutually exclusive. Could be this wasn't meant to be the toughest part of this whole area, and we're over-leveled for the area as well.
They're like, you know what? We'll make them fight this guy once per square. The guy keeps just
rebuilding
himself again. Although apparently we could have been getting I guess that's just experience. I thought that was pearls for a second. Like 10,000 pearls. Wow. That's enough to buy a house. But I mean, it could be they were like, you know what? They've been slam dunked enough on their way here. Let's just let them have this.
Or it could be leading us to a false sense of security so that we get into frame skip mode, and then we have something called the Zugga Bow, which looks exactly the same, but is like incredibly dangerous.
Watch out! One of the skulls has glowing red eyes.
Okay, this does not count as Zugga Bow territory. After I opened the treasure chest, nice, you found open spell V.
I mean, I guess it's important.
Now maybe once we find it, we don't have a 100% encounter rate anymore. Oh, good.
Well, you've opened the path.
Even as I was saying it, I was not really seriously thinking it was true. So they said we would have to search these hidden cities.
There's a sun hat hidden somewhere around here.
Okay.
I don't think in the building, but... And you know what? I'm going to double check, just in case.
I found the rainbow ring.
Oh, see? So there's more than what the things seem to imply.
That or
I think behind one of the pillars is hidden a
stamp?
Although maybe I'm looking at the wrong... Oh, wait, are we in... We're in Vernos, right?
I think so.
Okay, nope, Rainbow Ring is what you're going to find here. But let me just make sure that there's not supposed to be freaking a stamped card here or something.
I'm getting this kind of vibe like and All Dragon did a fun Let's Play of it, although I didn't watch the whole thing, sorry, Ald, of Ogre Battle. This gives me kind of an Ogre Battle vibe with the art direction a little bit.
And the way it says lucky so often.
Yeah. Liberation. He was playing the PS1 port. I was like, I can't know. As much as I love the concept, it's an SNES game for me. But no, I'm being reminded now of the floating islands where they would like waterfall flowing off the islands. I don't have as much fantasy background as some of y'all, and don't think I'd seen that before, and I thought it was really cool until the first time I had a unit retreat to avoid defeating a weak enemy and losing karma, and then realized that if you retreat off the edge of the island, you fall to your death. Very much a game where enemies would keep charging you. You're like, stop charging. I'm being penalized for killing you. Stop charging me. Super, you found a large belt. Now you can use that to render strict discipline on enemies.
Lucky.
And then occasionally you get liberation, and everyone go, ah, and then you pull a card and then go, boo. And you're like, wait, what?
Yay, boo. Boo, we thought you were good.
Boo, Roman Reigns, boo. Now we've learned their spell, although we have no use for those guys. They take forever to kill because they have a spell that just makes you miss all the time. We can't run in these sections, by the way, if anyone was wondering.
Well, I mean, not unless you get your knees up out of the water.
After opening the treasure chest, Super, you found the thief shoes. I stole the thief shoes. Irony! And I know that the electric slide here just never lets us run away. I picked up a wonder ring. They're fucking everywhere now!
They seemed so miraculous before.
I know.
Although you need this many of them for them to actually be useful for...
That's all I've got to say to you.
This has got to go somewhere. They wouldn't make a really long place that just goes to a dead end.
Well, I'm thinking it probably cycles back to the other side of the map, but it would be kind of funny if it's just like, nope, this goes nowhere. You gotta walk all the way back.
Super, you found the end of the earth.
End of the earth, end of the earth.
A wooden doll just got used.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Wow.
Killed Koopy.
I hate these things. Well, You know what?
We have enough money to buy 2 of them.
I know we've got like infinite fucking money. Well, no, that's part of what's so frustrating is the money caps out, and then they give you a whole lot of items and games you can buy that cost you like half of the money at the money cap. So,
Yeah.
all
Well,
right.
I mean, you have to carry these. They're pearls. They're literally little balls. You can only carry so many of them before they just start dropping
Now
everywhere.
I'm flashing back to that guy who left me like 5 really lengthy, detailed comments on how I sucked at Ninja Gaiden because I got into this mode of no, I have to go back and load because I'm wasting revival items. That game had items that would automatically revive you, but you could only carry 3 at a time, and I would like try to hoard them. But basically meant that I would just like die and then load instead of letting them do their thing. It's like, what was the point? After opening the treasure chest, Anne Wrangler appeared. What? Anne
Oh,
Wrangler?
it's a monster.
Here
All
goes
this time it led to a
Wranglers.
monster.
One tough customer.
Or not. Ding. That's his motto. Or his jingle.
I can't believe we lost that one doll. And it's actually, I believe it would now be a significant amount of work to go back to where we could buy another wooden doll.
Right now it would be, but I feel like eventually it's not going to be as bad as you
Oh, is
might think.
Japzone giving away the secrets of where the story is taking us next?
I'll never
We're
tell.
going to Wooden Doll Island. It's the next location. Avatar opened the next location is Kinderdijk. Avatar opened the treasure chest. Super, you found the Omega Mail. Didn't we just...
This is the last mail you'll ever need.
That's what the angry lesbians say. Yes,
Unless...
I think we just unequipped Omega Mail to equip Dragon Mail.
Well, I mean, it has one weakness that the Dragon Mail doesn't have. It can be easily destroyed with the Omega Destroyer.
Omega Destroyer.
Ah, there's tentacles everywhere.
Oh man.
I didn't know it was this type of fighting game.
The lesbian I mentioned earlier with the Omega Mail is just really weirded out now. Tentacles everywhere. Tentacles everywhere! Hold the line! I guess that might be something that you would hear yelled at you by Mass Effect enemies if you were playing as one of the jellyfish guys. Tentacles are everywhere! Hold the line!
They do have that one, what do you call it, Spectre.
Blasto, yes, the fictional Spectre Blasto.
Oh, man, this guy's just killing time.
He's killing my interest. And you can't get past this waterfall. You must go back.
I was kind of worried that was actually going to happen.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. We can laugh now. Oh, it would have been funny, though. Hey, at this point, we've already dealt with losing a wooden doll, so...
Chased down.
I wonder if there's, like, invisible treasure chests in these ones that, like, you can see from a long way off that there's no point in continuing down the path.
I don't know for sure because I don't know how well I can trust Japzone. After he stopped leveling at level 60.
What a bitch. After I opened the treasure chest, Super, you found the Ancient Turk. Ancient Turk? Huh. Oh, wait. That's not Ancient Turk. Alright, Ancient Turk is obviously for the ninja guy, so...
Killer! He's a killer.
Yeah.
And also a prince.
The Killer Prince from outer space. And I don't remember the rest of the theme song
What?
to the Killer
Oh.
Prince cartoon. I mean, the
He'll
Little
use his
Prince.
ancient dirk and stab your face. That used to be one of my favorite cartoons when I was little.
I really
And I
like
remember
the-
very little about it now.
Yeah, it's weird, but I would say the same thing. I remember really liking the theme tune and really loving some of the artwork. And I don't remember anything about what the stories or anything were about. But I think it was kind of targeted at little kids, so there probably wasn't a whole heck of a lot to the stories. But it was very
Well, he would
pretty.
catch a shooting star and fly away.
Yeah. It was very. It was like based on a book with some really pretty artwork. I think, but
A French book.
a French book. Oh well, never mind that. I take it back. I'm an eater of freedom fries. Well, we've come full circle. We gained a couple of Wonder Rings. We gave up a wooden doll, and we still can't listen to Geezer tell jokes.
But we got a Dirk.
We got a Dirk. Next time, folks, we will continue with Dirk Gently's Holistic Adventures. I'm the Mysterious JG.
I'm Zerfall.
I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and we hope you'll join us next time for more of exploring this dungeon, which looks like an overworld, but it's really a dungeon.
Au revoir.